Hi everyone, it's Sarah and I'm coming to you live from the Catalina Mountains. I just thought I would share some of this natural beauty with you since I know we're all over the country. But I had some words of advice for you as you work on drafting your project one and maybe even shifting gears on topic in a way that might feel frustrating. I myself was working on a writing task, a project of my own yesterday, and I kept just like sort of pulling out my hair, running my head against the wall, getting very frustrated because I was trying to adapt something I had already written for a new context. So I was working on a teaching philosophy, and I was trying to take one that I had written for a job application and sort of transform it for a new audience. And it just wasn't working. And I realized that's because I just need to start anew, and it's actually going to save me time if I stop trying to adapt what I already have and start like writing, knowing the new context, knowing the new audience, knowing my new, like the specific goal of this project. It's almost like taking a letter I had written to my grandmother and trying to translate it for my best friend. Like, that's awkward. I might as well just write a new letter, right? So if some of you are working on your like sort of you have a topic that kind of worked, but you needed to look at a different account, make sure that you are like really taking a stab at the right at the writing with the new understanding of your context, rather than just trying to cut and paste patchwork pieces from your invention assignments. Okay. And that's the other piece of advice that I will have you. Your audience for your process work, so all of these brainstorming activities that you're doing along the way, is very different than your audience for your project one. So when you're coming up with a list of potential topics or thinking through the rhetorical concepts, you're writing for me, you're writing for your classmates, and you're writing just really for you. It's invention, right? When you're writing for project one, so when you're completing your draft this weekend, you're writing for a very different audience, probably members of the community to which you and your figure belong, probably an online magazine. I'm thinking if you were writing about, I know one of you was writing about a lash artist, so probably a cosmetic community. Maybe there are some online blogs or magazines that publish work about trends in cosmetics. Again, the language that you use, the references that you have in common, and the themes and values that matter to that audience are very different. And so it would be awkward to say to a group of cosmetologists, for this project, I want to write about so-and-so, because they don't know you have to write it for a project, right? So I guess I'm just trying to say, give yourself time and space and freedom to start with a new context and a new audience for the draft than your invention assignments. And also give yourself the freedom to scrap or, save in a, like, this was part of the process for this project. If you worked on a topic that wasn't quite right until this point and you need to shift gears, feel free to scrap it or, just like pack it away. You don't need to force yourself to try to reuse something, even though it feels like it might be saving you time. In the end, it won't. And it'll probably make your life more miserable. Okay, hope this was helpful. Bye.